All right. I should have cleared my throat before I started, but I didn't, and that's just how it is. It's 10 a.m. on Thursday, January 14th, 2016, and you are watching the LOA Scope with that guy on the screen, who also happens to be this guy on the screen with too much light in his face. Too much. Hey, Chris Vella has joined, and Marion. Hi, Marion. How are you? Good to have you here. Brooklyn Betty, Sean Diggory, and my dog wants to come up in my lap, so I shall allow him to. Yay, it's Brooklyn Betty. All right, yes, I'm doing a scope. I'm doing a scope, ladies and gentlemen. I have something of an agenda, but of course, But then I also have this little topic that I want to talk about, which I have no idea how it's going to go, because it's one of those, hi Rob, it's one of those, I should talk about this and see where it goes, but I don't really have it all planned out. Shatter85 has joined. Shatter85, let's find out a little bit about Shatter, shall we? That's Ashley Vincent. I recognize your name. Did you change your name, Ashley? Ashley, wait a minute. Are you the same Ashley we're supposed to, nope. Are we supposed to talk about, personal assistant stuff, or is that a different Ashley? All right, good, all right. Excellent. Well, I'm looking forward to that. I'm home, so when you get back into this neck of the woods, you hit me up. Meanwhile, I'll follow you, because that's the kind of guy I am. Hi, Ms. Gentle. And now I am looking at Elemental Gentle. Your picture looks familiar. Did you change your name too? I remember you now, and I can't remember your name, because I'm terrible about that. I need an assistant where I say, all right, write down so-and-so, write down so-and-so. Oh, sweary fairy. So sorry. Wow. All right. Well, one day my brain will grow back. It's you. Thank you for being here. Russia was cold. It was 16 degrees below zero on the morning I left. But it was a nice, quick trip, and it's a really great company that I spoke with, and it's always fun, but it's just, I'm in and out of there in so little time that it really feels like a dream. Okay, where is everyone? Is it because it's Thursday and not Monday, Wednesday, Friday? Do people really have this on their calendar so they make sure they show up on Monday, Wednesday, Friday? That would be really, no, of course not. But I don't know, Thursday, maybe this Thursday's not the day. Or, wait a minute, I know what it is. Everybody's going to Periscope Summit, right? Well, not everybody, but a lot of people are. Or maybe you're watching, I don't know. The thing is, when the Periscope Summit starts and everybody's, my little wildlings has joined, when the Periscope Summit starts tonight, and then tomorrow, it's going to be crazy. Periscope's going to be really unpredictable because everyone's going to be watching that. I've missed you too. Thanks for inviting one person. I hope it's a very special person. Okay, I've got a couple of things I'd like to say. So I figure, hey, why not say them? So first of all, a little bit of an announcement about the title of this particular scope, which says boundlessliving.com/CERT, C-E-R-T. Now, I've been talking about the certification program, and I kind of have to. I want to keep talking about it till I got it filled up for this particular session. And really, truly, the people who show up for Periscopes like this, especially those of you on a regular basis who are committed to the whole law of attraction thing and getting the most out of it. That's why I think, well, maybe this is something you might be interested in. So if you go to boundlessliving.com/CERT, now bear with me, because there's another angle to this. It's not just about me having you look at this, okay? Okay? Just, all right, boundlessliving.com/CERT, and then there's this nice, fun little video that I created yesterday. It was, I just want you to check it out. It was fun. I haven't done a video like standing in front of the real camera and doing editing forever. It's been a really long time. You want to be certified, satisfied, bring it. Let's do it. Let's play. So yeah, it's fun. So go check out the video. Just see what you think. It's a little bit long, 6 minutes, but I gotta really tell you what it's about. So that little video on that page will tell you what the certification program is about, and then it has a button underneath it that launches you straight to the replay of a Q&A webinar I did last week that really digs into exactly how the certification program works. Yeah, I know it's not long in today's standards, but I used to be of the school that it needed to be 90 seconds or less. And I just realized, depending on some of the content, you just kind of got to go. It's about, is it compelling? And that's what I don't know. Am I compelling enough in that video to maintain 6 minutes of your attention? I don't know. All I know is I put on a tie. See, look. I have a vision. I have a vision. A little sneak preview of the video in question. So you can check that. Ah, that's very nice of you, Brooklyn Betty. Yeah, a tie. Weird. Okay, so anyway, yeah, you can check that out, and then so that sends you to the like I said, the training, the Q&A stuff. That tells you all about the certification, gives you a chance to answer questions, and provides you with a coupon code to save 20% if you are into it. There, that's it for that. I'll say it again at the end, but if you want to follow that and check it out, not right now. Hey, wait. Not right now. After the scope. Just jot it down or bring it up on a browser window. Okay. You should see Cody right now. Hold on, I'll let you see. He just, he's just so cuddly. It's just ridiculous. All right. So here, the topic is your day decision, which is probably a very vague way to write what I wanted to write, but we only have so much titles, so much room for titles. And I needed to get boundlessliving.com/search in there. All right, so here's what I'm talking about. And this is going to sound so basic that it may almost insult your intelligence, but please don't let it. Because here's the thing. As I was sharing yesterday, well, I don't know how to describe this. Some of the basic stuff about making the law of attraction work and the things that don't make it work and all of that stuff is showing up in my, like I'm having a refresher, like in my own life, like the whole self-care thing that I was talking about. I wake up each day, think, yes, then it's going to be a good day. Then other people ruin it. All right, my little wildlings, you start off the right track, but hang on. That's kind of, I want to remember that. Hold on. But other people ruin it. See, I saw that comment. Now you're going to be singled out in class, young lady. Okay. Yeah, just some of the, you're twins. Oh, well, yeah, that parenthood. Anywho, yeah, some of the basic stuff, like the self-care thing that I've been talking about, that it's the things that we take for granted or don't pay enough attention to that have a profound impact on our ability to use the law of attraction. For example, self-care. If you don't take care of yourself, you're sending all sorts of messages, your energy's all wrong. It's not going to be as effective for you. In fact, I'm doing it's in February sometime. I'll keep you posted. I'm doing an interview on some telesummit series with my friend Morgana Ray. And my topic is going to be self-care and the law of attraction, which I've never spoken on before except for here on Periscope. So this is actually doing the Periscopes with you guys had me realize, wow, there's a topic here that really needs to be talked about. So I'm going to develop something and then talk about that in February with Morgana, and I'll tell you about that. But you guys get all the behind the scenes. See, you see me workshop it. Sometimes it's not even workshopping. Sometimes it's just I get a download while I'm talking to you and go, oh, I got to write that down later. And self-care is like that. All right, so this topic about choosing your day or deciding your day is so basic, right? I mean, how many times everybody says, wake up and visualize your day and make a decision that it's going to be a good day, right? How many people have heard that a million times? Yes? Hearts? Me? Never heard it before? What are you talking about? Million times. Million times. Yeah. Now, I'm one of those people like you who's heard it a million times, and I have to be honest with you, even being Bob Doyle of The Secret and knowing what I know, I would sometimes listen to that and go, yeah, right. How many people have a similar, sometimes, not all the time, just sometimes go, you wake up and you know what's ahead and you just go, yeah, right. It's going to be a great day. And you know that this other crap is ahead of you, right? How many times have you just basically blown off the whole idea, the whole possibility that it could actually be a good day? Come on, be honest. Hands up. Awesome. Thank you, my little wildlings. Happens from time to time. Yeah, from time to time. I'm not talking about all the time. Just sometimes. Yeah. So isn't that interesting? You brace yourself for it. Yeah, so you're expecting. That's sweary fairy, me and you. Okay? It can be hard to change momentum. I try to stay upbeat, just smile and keep moving forward. Yeah, more often than I'd prefer. Right. Right. Anytime you kind of give up on your day before it even starts, that's one too many times, right? But think about that. So this is one of the things that I've really gotten recently. It's a revisit to this very basic concept, and it all comes down. It all plays off of this whole concept that I talked about yesterday, and I've talked about many times before. But again, I'm getting on a whole new level for myself personally, and hope that I can help you get it. Which is that worrying about things does nothing to change what's going to happen, and if anything, it's going to make it worse. So it's about being in the present where nothing is wrong. Now that is, of course, the challenge. That's the easier said than done part. It's like, yes, but I know I have all this stuff ahead of me. Look, I know. My day is filled with things that I prefer not to have too. But I still have the choice to make a decision about how I feel about it, because the things to do, they're either going to get done or they're not. Worrying about it, being angry about it, stressing about it contributes nothing. They're going to get done or they're not going to get done. If they're not going to get done, stop thinking about it. If they are going to get done, do it, be present, and really just realize that every moment of every day you have a choice about how you feel about something, even if it's something that you traditionally hate. What's an example? What's an example? Well, let's just say something hideous like doing taxes, right? If you do your own taxes, which I do not anymore, but if you do, you probably know that feeling of dread that happens and the worry and the anxiety, because I certainly had it for many years. I still don't like tax season, by the way, but but the taxes get done. So on the other side of it, they're still done, whether you stressed about it or not. So you had the opportunity to go through it and try and be as present and as blissful. When I used to do my own taxes, I would just make it as fun as possible. I'd go outside. Back in those days, I'd have I don't know, I'm talking about like the late, well, anyway, I would just make it fun. I would just try and make it as fun as I could. You can't, I know it's really hard to do that sometimes. Let me back up. Let's start again at the very beginning of the day, because this is where, like, what I used to do, and I know that some of you have this because you've mentioned it to me, the whole wake up at 3:30, 4 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning, and your head is just racing, right? And it's all about the worry about what's going on in the day, what happened yesterday. You're completely not present. How many of you 4:30 club members are in here? This is where I think the practice, yeah, hi. This is where I think the practice of going into the meditations. I told you about the Calm. Oh, I meant to bring it in here. The Calm app yesterday. I'm going to talk about it again here in a second. What I'm finding is that when I wake up now, I can't necessarily discipline myself to go into a meditation because my mind is racing. It's kind of in control. Melanie Dole is in the house. But if I turn on a guided thing, then I can just sort of, now I'm not responsible. Now I'm not responsible. I can let go of trying to direct my thoughts and I can just listen. And I'm telling you that my days have gotten better. My early morning days, my 4:30 times have gotten better when I wake up, and before I even start spinning, I roll over, I hit the meditation that there's, like I said, in that app, there's two. I'm going to talk about it in a second. Two things that come for free. One is a calming, like reaching calm, and another one is a body scan, and you can do it for different lengths of time. And I'll turn it on for 15, 20 minutes or whatever, and I'll listen to that, and I'll get totally present. And what I find is that, eventually I will like fall asleep. My mind will calm down. I'll go back to sleep instead of being up at 4:30 worrying about things. And then when I wake up, I'm finding that I just don't have that anxiety. Now, here's the other thing that's helped me, and I mentioned this the other day, and that's that making that to-do list. Again, everybody makes to-do lists. This is nothing new. But the thing about this to-do list is that everything on that list should be the things that you absolutely need to do in order to feel like your day is complete. You may have other things on there that may or may not have to get done that day for you to feel complete. In other words, you know that if I get these things done, then I'm going to feel good about the day and I can do whatever I want to with the rest of the day with no guilt, no worry, no anxiety. Okay? And I think that has also helped me, because when I wake up, one of the things that spins in my head is all the stuff I feel like I have to do. And sometimes it feels like I have to get it done right then, but in reality, it's something that may take 2 or 3 days, or what I can space it out. So taking that time to make that list, like here's my list right now. I'm not. If I just make my little list on Evernote and start clicking down, not worrying. Okay, okay. I think there's something about your kids waking you up or something. I missed that comment. Sorry, but it's just a way to sort of manage like your ego, so you don't feel quite so out of control. Like, I'm going to get this done, and while there still may be other things to do in my life, I'm going to feel good. I'm going to feel complete. I'm going to feel satisfied. I'm going to feel free, right? After I get these done. And then anything else I do is a bonus. So you get to feel extra good. So it's just a lot of times I'm finding that whole, deciding that it's going to be a good day can be difficult when you're feeling overwhelmed, with what's coming up, or that you don't know. And again, even if you know that there's this thing on your schedule that is quote unquote not going to be pleasant, you've made a decision already that it's not going to be pleasant. I'm not worrying, but after night with my kids, I'm starting my days exhausted and pregnant. Well, unfortunately, I cannot speak from personal experience on that, although I have, of course, seen that process happen a few times in my life, having 3 kids of my own. But then again, that's a mindset thing. It's like you understand I'm doing this is happening because of this joy I have in my life, which is my children. It's one of those things. My friend Ariel Ford has a book called Wabi Sabi Love, and she talks about it's really about appreciating those little things in relationships that currently like get on your nerves, but then what if they weren't there? She talks about like her husband, or maybe it was one of her clients, or somebody dropping poppy seeds from their bagel every morning. It would just drive her crazy. But then the thought came, well, what if, if those poppy seeds weren't there, it would mean that he wasn't there. Right. And so it's the same thing like with kids. I mean, I know I am a father, and I have done the whole loss of sleep thing, and I know what it's like to wake up and go, but that's happening because you've been blessed with children, with more to come, apparently. And so it's really about slipping into a state of gratitude. It's hard living the now and making a living, but so tough. I understand. I do understand. But it'll be gone in no time. I promise you. Number 4. Woo-wee. You are going to be busy. But again, it's really focusing on the joy, because you can focus in either direction. Because again, at the end of the day, the kids are going to be taken care of, they're going to be fed, and it's going to be because of you. And you can either have spent that day in a state of joy and gratitude, sure, a little fatigued maybe, but not necessarily letting yourself get frustrated or whatever. Now, again, we go back into self-care. I know that with kids, sometimes sleep is an issue, so you have to kind of figure out other ways to make up for what you may be doing or what you may be lacking in sleep. And also meditation. A deep meditation can really replace sometimes a lot of sleep. So if you really get into this, if you get into a practice of maybe 30 minutes, find a half an hour, you can do it, to get into a deep meditative state, then you can actually recharge your body that way too. I had this sort of aha about meditation last night, and it was in the middle of the night, so if I can't recall it perfectly right now. But the difference between meditation and sleep. Now, again, this may be very common knowledge to some of you, and for me, it was just sort of a different level of realization around it, because, like sometimes I would think, well, why my body needs to be restored, or whatever. My thoughts need to be restored. I need to come to a place. Why don't I just go to sleep? Well, the thing is, meditation is really, you can use it for many, many things, but really just to turn everything off and maybe just be with one thought, like the thing you're focusing on, like your breath or whatever it is, and everything else goes away. And that gives your consciousness, subconsciousness, your brain, a chance to just chill and sort of reset. Okay, so you're basically taking all the work off of the rest of your brain by focusing in on this meditation. So think about the mental energy now you are no longer expending, and all the thoughts that are going crazy in your head, they're calmed down. The difference is when you sleep, we all know that's not the case. That's when your subconscious goes, woohoo! Let's go crazy and process all this stuff, right? So it's a completely different thing. So meditation can be actually far more restorative than like a nap, for example. because a lot of times the things that exhaust us are these thoughts, the worry and the fear and the stress. That's what exhausts us. And when we can turn that off, and again, it's habitual. So I guess what I'm really challenging you to do is to take on what I'm saying. You guys all have phones. Get a meditation app. I really suggest the Calm meditation app, and I'm going to tell you why in a second, because I just discovered something even cooler about it last night that I didn't even know. So that when you wake up with that stress or whatever, just turn it on. Just have it ready. Awesome. Yeah, and just the free stuff. I'm contemplating the subscription because now that I like this so much, I figure, well, the other ones are probably really good, and they keep adding to them, but haven't done that yet. I'm really happy right now with what I've got with it for free. But what I didn't, this app has, when it's playing its meditations, you can choose scenes, and the scenes are these beautiful videos of like water or the rain or the ocean or just shapes or space or whatever, and many of them have music, and some of the music on here is some of the best I've heard. Oh, thank you. Is some of the best I've heard on a meditation app, in just the way that it seamlessly loops and it just seems to go on. It's really hard to tell when it stops and when it starts. It's awesome. And what I didn't know is that in addition to the scenes that it comes with, you can download, I don't know, it looks like dozens of other scenes, all with its own music and video background. Now, most of the time you're going to be closing your eyes when you meditate. You're not even going to be seeing the background, but you might just consider looking in the background because they're hypnotic. They're really, really beautiful, and the audio is great. And the music automatically mixes with the meditation. So when the meditation ends, the music just can keep going, or you can tell it to stop. So for me, it's really freaking great. Now, the thing about the timer is for how long the talking is spread out. What I don't see on this thing yet is a sleep timer, where like after the meditation, now turn it off after 30 minutes or so. It's either keep the music going or not. I may be missing it. I haven't found it yet, though. It would be a nice feature. I do like sleep timers. I use them a lot. Anyway, so that's, I guess what I'm saying in terms of choosing to create a day that's going to be stunning, you're going to have to sort of change that habitual way of thinking where you wake up and start worrying about things, right? Start thinking about all the things that you have to do that that you don't want to do. And to do that, what I'm finding for myself is when I wake up, hit this meditation thing, and not try to discipline myself to get into a meditative state because my brain is way too active. It's going to be too hard. It seems way more challenging at that time of the morning, So just click the button and let that bring you down. And after a few days, let's see what happens. Let's see how you start waking up. Let's see what choices you make about your day. Realized there was a definite pause when I wake up where it's all possible. A few weeks ago, I realized there was a definite pause when I wake up where it's all possible. Now, do you mean like in a good way, right? When you wake up and you see infinite possibility, is that what you mean? And then you go on to worry about something. Yeah, it's habitual. Your brain is just programmed to do that. Your brain's just programmed to do it. So I'm saying create a new program. As soon as you feel that coming on, or before it even has a chance, roll over and start listening to something that will put you in a calm state, that will open you up, get you present, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay. Now, I'm going to run along now because I've got a very busy day, but it's all good. It's all good in the hood. One of the things on my to-do list that's actually been on there a couple of days, I've got these two things going on. I got the certification program going, and I'm getting ready to launch the voiceover thing on Fiverr, if you know what I'm talking about there. And I got to create my enrollment page. People are asking. I got 30-something people saying, I want to do this course, and I haven't even given them a way to do it yet. I'm going to fix that today. And I got to clean my office. I got to clean the kitchen. I got to clean the living room. Lynn's been out of town for a while. She's not even going to be back till the 20th, so I kind of let things go. But now it's bothering me, so it's time to get out there and take care of things. And then I'm going to do, right after we're done here, wow, you read my mind. I love Fiverr. I was just about to say I'm getting ready to go do my voice work. Normally, I wake up and do my voice work. I'm usually done with most of it by the time I do this Periscope. I haven't done any of it yet. I thought, well, today I'm going to get rid of everything else on my list, well, most everything, before I start my voice work. So that's what I'm doing. So after this, I'm going to do the voice work. Now, look, I'm going to tell you all this who are hanging on here, and maybe this will help you to, I don't know. This is all about upping my numbers. I'm telling you this now. It's a freaking bribe, okay? sometime in the next week, and I'll say this at the end of until it happens, sometime within the next week on Periscope, at some point during the Periscope, and I'm not giving any indication of when it's going to happen, but sometime within the next week, I'm going to give everyone who is on the Periscope access to my full Wealth Beyond Reason program. $497 program. Boom. Just for being on there. So I got to figure out how I'm going to actually do that. But that's what I'm going to do. So what I want to do, and so I'm hoping that you'll share this information with people, let people know, gosh, sometime this week Bob's going to, I mean, is that just the most ridiculous, obvious marketing ploy ever? But the thing is, I haven't really figured out how it's a marketing ploy, because I'm just giving you the program. It's like, that's, aside from certification and coaching, that's like the high-end ticket. After that, what do I got? I really feel like I just want to do it. You know, get some Periscope followers, get the teaching out there a little bit. You know, maybe some of you want to work together on a different level. Anyway, I just thought it'd be fun, right? So sometime within the next week, and I'm going to also probably put this out to my mailing list at some point. So there'll be a lot of people, hopefully, listening over the next week to see if they can get it. But every single person who's on there, I will tell them, here's where to go. And you'll only have like 30 minutes to do it, because it's only for the live. It's not for the replay. Only for the live. So I'll say, here's how to do it, and then we'll end the scope, and then you'll have 30 minutes to go probably fill out a little form that'll be online for 30 minutes. That'll put you in the program, and then I'm taking it down. Fun, huh? All right. So I'm going to go do voice work now. And you guys can do whatever kind of work you want to do. Or play, or do whatever. Yeah, like a scavenger hunt. You just never know. And all you got to do is show up for the scopes. How easy could that be? All right. What am I giving? The access to my full Wealth Beyond Reason program. That's my full-blown Law of Attraction curriculum. It's a $497 program. And 12 modules. It's huge. It's extensive. It's the flagship product. It's the one that got me into The Secret. It's the bomb ditty. Okay? So all you got to do is be on the scope when I say. Just be on the scope, and then sometime during one of the scopes, I'll just stop what I'm doing and saying, here's how to go get it. You got 30 minutes, and then that's it. Sounds fun to me. Okay. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful period of time before I talk to you next. Winkler 2, thanks for being here. I hope you'll check out the replay along with Mon Chéri, who has also just joined. You all have a wonderful day, and I will talk to you probably tomorrow. I can't figure out why I wouldn't.